Hello everyone and welcome back to the Carcode YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name's Sam. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and turn on the post notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video. Today I am at Pye Ford in Kendal. A huge thanks to the sales manager Dan for making this video possible and supporting me with a few other videos as well. Today, as you can see, I'm going to be doing a review on the all-new Ford Ranger Wildtrak. I'm going to show you the inside, outside and tell you what I think about it. I do also make a lot of content on TikTok as well. The link for that will be in the description and all of Pye Ford's links will also be in the description. Let's get on with the video. So then, what's it like outside the new Ranger? Well, it's got a much chunkier look than previously. It is a bigger car, it has grown by quite a bit. The front wheels sit 50mm forward from the previous model. That means that it can climb steeper inclines than it could before. All models are four-wheel drive and you do get this really rugged look. This is the Wildtrak model, of course, so that just adds to the whole look. This Wildtrak here is finished in the carbonised grey metallic. All metallic options are £500 excluding VAT, apart from the code orange on the Raptor model, which is £600 excluding VAT. Personally, maybe I've got expensive taste, but I'd go for the code orange. I do also love the cyber orange, which is available exclusively on the Wildtrak, and also the Sedona orange is also on the Raptor. That looks amazing as well. But £500 excluding VAT, so £600 for all metallic paint options. I don't think that's too bad at all. By the way, in my video, I'm gonna say prices excluding VAT, as for a business, you can put it without VAT. Apart from on the Raptor model, which I've been told you can't actually get VAT deducted from that car. So the wheel choices on the new Ranger, well, you get steel wheels on the normal XL model. On the XLT model, you go up to some silver alloy wheels. These on the Wildtrak are a £750 option excluding VAT, and these are the 20-inch alloy wheels. Now they may not look like a big alloy wheel, but of course they've got a huge tyre on there as well, all season tyres. You can also get all-terrain tyres as well with the 18-inch alloy wheels. So there's a few different options to choose from, but each trim model comes with alloys as standard apart from the XL model, and they look great as they are. These are upgraded ones. The normal ones are all just in one colour rather than this diamond cut look, which both look great. I don't mind them all being in one colour, especially if you're always going to be on a muddy field or off-roading a lot. You might not necessarily want the diamond cut alloy wheels. I think that's enough on the outside. I will move on to engines and transmission a little bit later, but let's have a little look on the inside now. Well, I have to say, the materials and comfort is absolutely excellent, especially from more of a commercial vehicle. You wouldn't expect this. You've got plush materials everywhere, but also really chunky, rugged hardware. You've got your different drive modes, everything like that. I'll just start it up. It is keyless entry and start. This one is the bi-turbo 2-litre diesel. This infotainment system here is Ford's Sync 4 system, so the newest system. You've got climate controls here, so it's actually on screen digitally, but you do also have them manually to control. So really easy. You've got that chunky look, but it doesn't feel cheap. You've also got the wireless charging phone package on this one, so that's a little bit extra, but they are coming out with a Wildtrak X very soon, which is gonna have pretty much fully loaded equipment. This is really nice. You've got the cyber orange stitching on all the seats on the Wildtrak, and it's also embroidered Wildtrak into the seats. They're fully electric as well on the Wildtrak model, and your passenger seat is of course manual as well, as you'd expect. Unfortunately, the passenger seat doesn't have height adjustment, but it seems to be sitting in an okay position anyway. You get a really good look out on here, and you can go really high as well. It goes massively high. I wouldn't be up that high. I'd be a lot lower. I'd probably be more like there. I'm really loving the design of this. It just wants to be driven. It would be nice to have some paddles on the steering wheel. It doesn't have that. The screen is the other gripe, slightly facing away. You've got cup holders that pop out like so, even on the driver's side as well. So clever. It's a big car, but you get a great view over the road. You've got the heated windscreen. That bit also pops out, so you've got a bit more room up there, and it says Wildtrak across there. I thought I'd give you a little bit of a better view up here so you can see the digital dials and everything like that. This screen can be had in 10.2 inch or 12.2 inch screen. It is Very vertical, which normally I'm not a huge fan of, but I like it. It's not too distracting, it doesn't get in the way. I find Ford's actual controls and buttons extremely ergonomic and easy to use. These are proper buttons as well, no touch capacitive rubbish buttons. We need proper buttons, especially on a car like this. You've got Apple CarPlay wirelessly, which is excellent, and the winter pack is standard on the Wildtrak and is an option of £500 on lower end models. I love that startup screen, just a side note. You can see there that it just tells you where the cheapest fuel stations are, which is really good. It obviously knows it's a diesel, so it's giving me prices for diesel. So clever, well done Ford, I'm really liking that. I'll just pop it into reverse so you can see that rear camera. Really, really good because you have your sensors and rear camera there. It all makes a lot of sense how they've done it. Overall quality on this is excellent. I love this pattern on the aircon as well, this honeycomb. I've never actually seen that before, I don't think. To be honest, I'm trying to find somewhere to fault this car, and on the inside I can't really find anything. It's really well put together. Like, of course there'll be cheaper materials, but it just feels rugged and it feels like it does the job well. But it still feels really premium and like a nice car. Only thing is that slightly facing away from the driver. I do prefer it angled towards the driver, but it's not a huge issue on this car. I also do like the exit handles where you pull them towards you. Very, very good design. Talk about the engines offered on the new Ranger. It starts with a 2-litre turbocharged diesel engine with 170 PS and the 6-speed manual gearbox. That is not available on this Wildtrak model. It then goes up to the 205 PS, it's the bi-turbo diesel 2-litre, and then it goes up to the V6 3-litre diesel with 240 PS and 600 Nm torque. So they are quite grunty engines. If you do want the petrol, you've got to go to the Raptor model, which gives you the 3-litre V6 EcoBoost engine, so that is a bit of a beast. You can also get the 2-litre bi-turbo diesel in the Raptor. This is probably going to be the most popular engine on offer. Of course, it's a huge car, but of course for businesses it can work out very cost effective. Maybe you live on a farm, you can get diesel differently and at the cost price basically. It's not on hydraulics, and of course you can imagine the bonnet is quite heavy, but not as heavy as you'd expect for such a big vehicle. Back of the Wildtrak, you've got these really nice darker tinted tail lamps. They are standard from XLT and above. A tow bar is also only £400, which is absolutely excellent. I'll just show you the boot now. Of course, you've got a huge load bay, and my favourite feature on this one is the retractable tonneau cover. Wanting the roller shutter on top of the new Ranger, it's a £1,200 option, or just an extra £150 for this powered model at £1,350. That's not too bad, and it's very strong and really nice. It's all integrated into the car with your key to make it go back or forwards. And you can also get a full add-on cab for around £2,000 as well, which isn't too bad, especially some people will go to other brands to get their add-on hardtop, but you can actually get it from Ford themselves, which is really great. Then I can just close that again. Very easy to do and really useful. It adds a level of premiumness to the car as well. And of course, no SUV can really compare with the massive load size of this truck. You've got this as well, your work bench area where you can actually have loads of weight on. They're very strong, reinforced, so designed you can sit on it or do some work there as well. Very easy to shut, and rear camera standard on all cars, which is really great, especially a car of this size. You don't really want to knock it. I do also love the Ranger stamped into the back of the car. You've also got this step here, so you can jump up on there as well and get things out of the back. Ford were noticing on the previous model that people were using the actual tyre to jump up and get things out of the cab. So now they've implemented a step not only on this side, but they've also added one at the other side as well. So then, what will your rear passengers think of the Ford Ranger? Well, of course, plenty of headroom, not as much knee room as I'd expect, but you do get a massive load bay in the back. Don't have a super cab like we did on the previous one, which was sort of in between a single and double cab. We've just got single or double cabs on this one. We've also got this pull-out armrest here. if I can get to it. It's stuck. The rear could be more spacious for a huge car like this. The armrest as well, I think I've figured out what you do. You push it in. Ah, there we go. I got it. I didn't think I was going to get that then. The armrest, that's a little issue. It's hard for it to come out. You've got to push it and then it comes out like so. So finally, with some brute force, I've managed to get the armrest out, and I have noticed that is a design flaw on this Ranger. That is a little bit annoying, but again, of all things, the actual quality of everything is so good. The seats are quite comfortable even in the back. The sunroof would be nice. You do have dark headlining in the Wildtrak models, but the windows are huge, so of course you've got plenty of light in the cabin. The armrest doesn't extend out more, so it could extend out more. That's a little bit of a disappointment, the armrest, but at least it does have one. In fact, you get a USB and a USB-C in the back, as well as a plug, like a 3-pin socket proper plug. That means you can charge up battery packs, whatever. If you're camping, it's excellent. Even for me, I could plug my laptop in there. USB is not going to cut it for a large laptop, and it's just really, really well thought about. So then, that is the Ford Ranger Wildtrak. It's a really great car. It feels premium. Of course, it's not going to be cheap, especially at around £40,000, excluding VAT. But if you have got a business and you could put this through a business, this is great. A great alternative to a Land Rover Defender or other pickup trucks like the Isuzu D-Max, and names that are more commercial names that are not going to offer the same comfort or familiarity that a Ford truck will. It's got that sort of American style, but of course it's got more European friendly 2-litre diesel engines. I think if you are looking for a pickup truck, you should definitely go and check one of these out. I hope you enjoyed this quick look around on the new Ford Ranger. A huge thanks to Pi Motors in Kendal as well for making this video possible. All of their links are down in the description below. Go and check them out. Very helpful people, and lots of information on the new Ranger. Of course, the prices I mentioned were without VAT, but of course everything's going up so much now. Remember, Land Rover Defenders 10 years ago used to be £20,000 new, and now look at the prices of those. So everything is getting bigger, better, and more premium, and this is so different. It's excellent quality. You could go off-roading in it and you wouldn't be too worried because you know that's what it's designed to do. It's nice to have an actual pickup truck as well. Remember, Nissan actually got rid of the Navara last year, so many of these pickup trucks are actually going. So Ford making this new Ranger puts them in a really good place. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, pop them down in the comments below, and I hope to see you in my next review.